Good morning and welcome to the Profit Hunters Group Speed webinar, which is for the cryptocurrency report for today, which is the second last day of June, the last day of the financial year 2023 new line. Hopefully my recording will work on both sides. I feel there's a difference in the air. Maybe it's sunny. New line. Welcome to the disclaimer and warning for the cryptocurrency report for Thursday, June 29th, 2023. New line. BTC USD new line. Bitcoin versus the US dollar. What we are seeing now is a backing off, and that's something that I've been hoping for. I did think it was a little bit of bull shies, that last little rally yesterday, and hopefully we can get down into this zone, which is somewhere around about the 28,800 area to 29,000 area. New line. At the moment we have probably no trades on in the US dollar, if I remember correctly. I'm still feeling like a shag on a rock because I haven't replaced the Bitcoin that I sold out on those orders that got filled that I'd forgotten about. It's a good reason to have a look in your different brokerage accounts about your orders. Maybe even put a message in the systems to get an alert when that happens, but I tend to be away from computers, or computers aren't working. So anyway, so the crypto trades, let's new line. Anyway, I'm happy they're peeling off. We will wait for $26,400 on the downside. I think, no, we'll wait for $27,295 for the next buy. And the stop loss will remain the same for the time being. New line. BTC AUD, and I hope you're all paying attention to cryptos because they're going to become very fun in September onwards. So get ready for that. If you've got friends who want to be only trading cryptos, get them onto the cryptocurrency report. New line. BTC AUD, we were thinking about 43,842 and maybe down towards $41,000, which would be good. We can see the Aussie dollar is not doing as well against Bitcoin as the US dollar is in terms of a decline. We still hope for that area, $42,884 or $43,842. There's a bit of symmetry in those numbers. New line. New line. ETH USD Ethereum, we bought some at the wrong level. We increased our entry. We added to our entry, and we're seeing it falling away too, which is not pleasing. Notice the volume is going up, so let's exit gracefully towards 1855. New line. Back onto Bitcoin versus the Aussie dollar. We have a stop loss at $44,445, and we have not been filled in that desire. Let's bring that stop loss up to $44,905. We will be taking profit, of course. New line. Please let me know if you can hear me hunky-dory. That would be good. New line. Welcome to the Oh, we didn't see the disclaimer and warning before, but that's the back end of it. New line. Welcome to the Forex Speed webinar for Thursday, 29th of June 2023. Here's our exciting disclaimer and warning. And we have a lack of bullhorns warnings, short term and long term. But we do have short-term bear pause warnings and long-term bear pause warnings in the USD JPY new line. New line. AUD USD new line. We can see that it's got that sinking feeling and it's gone. And I can't go on. We didn't move our stop loss up. 66.20 is the stop loss, and we have been filled. Stopped out exclamation mark for a loss. $28 6-23. Boo hiss. Inflation got the better of us, it looks like. New line. New line. AUD USD new line. Sorry, US dollar index DX new line. Now we see a good wave 1 here, we see a good wave 3 here, we see a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 complete, and now we see potentially a fourth wave similar in degree to this down move. So it's a worry if this breaks down below 101.9. Now I'm thinking to just wade in and sell the US buck. We wanted to buy at 102.5 or break above 102.5. We have gone long, and it's currently around this area here. Let's so we went long. And we went long on 28th of the 6/23. And I called it a short-term trade. So what we're going to do now is we can sell half, TP1 half at 102.54 fill, and that's right now at 9:20 AM. We make 4 points. I know that's exciting. I know you've just been so thrilled by that, but let's take some profit. And then what we're going to do is we will sell a breakdown below 101.9 on the other side for the medium term trade. Okay, so that's what we want to do. New line, EUR USD, new line. We can see the euro didn't do all that well against the US dollar, and so it's probably in some sort of fourth wave. Here it was a bit confusing, so it probably has a chance towards 1.11, new line. GBP USD, new line. Thanks, Sue, sounds good, I like that, new line. We see the pound has been falling away after basically a bigger five-wave structure to the upside. It's now gotten whacked, and it's been the leading indicator, so I can't see where it's going to stop unless it's somewhere around about 1.23. So not going to give you a trade on that. New line, USD CAD, new line. We can see it turning around a bit, new line. In other words, the dollar is getting stronger, new line, but not making a difference, new line. NZD USD, we see it's also had a little bit of a problem breaking down below, new line. We're missing just a horse, aren't we? New line, USD JPY, have a stop loss at 89 cents, or buy a break above 90.20, looking for 91 with a big figure of 0.0091. That's enough for this sort of stuff, new line. Let's do some forex. Do some commodities, new line. Welcome to the PHG Commodities Speed Webinar for Thursday the 29th of June 2023, new line. Here's our disclaimer and warning. We've all seen it. It's wheat that's kind of on the long-term bear wars warnings and a couple of reasons. We also see wheat's on long-term bull horns warnings, and a little bit of short-term bear pause warnings. So it's a little bit of a mix with soybeans, new line. Baltic Dry Index, new line, Baltic Dry Index. We can see it's gone 1-to-1 and then backing off. So shipping's getting a little bit hairy. Biden has come up with a name. He didn't, as he admits, he didn't do it. It's called Bidenomics. We can see that will probably cause more problems for the Americans than they can deal with at the moment. New line. New line, Chinese iron ore. Currently in a corrective wave, still looking for 118.4. I think we'll see a little bit more movement up in BHPs and the like. New line. London nickel, new line. This is reviving a bit. I'd like to see it revive a bit better, but I'm happy-ish with what it's doing. We may have seen a fifth wave move and finish, so we might be looking back up towards probably 24,454 area. So you might want to think about things like nickel mines, which we were popped out of the other day, new line. Back on our bikes trade. Remind me if we need to do that, new line. Coking coal. We can see coking coal has had a little bit of a revival as well, so hopefully getting to 16.95 on the top side, new line. Crude oil, new line. This has been a bit of a problem for most things. We're hoping for $64.46. We should be thinking about buying it down there if we get it. Let's put some on for a PHG trade there. and we'd probably want to do a September contract at the very least. So we'll do a buy. We'll do 24.46. I think that's what I said. 64.46. I don't know why I'm thinking that. It's 64.46. Stop loss below 62.33. And target 75.93. The cycle is up till 4 July. 4th of July usually. I hope that becomes useful. Advanced editor, what does advanced editor allow me to do? And potential. So they might find themselves scrambling for fuel. You never know. New line. Now that they've talked about Bidenomics, huge amount of confidence will be reinstilled in the US public. New line. I don't think so. New line. Heating oil, new line. Heating oil is on a 1-to-1. $2.31 was my preferred area. Notice the fall in volume. Let's get in and buy some heating oil now, because that's what we should do for a nibble. So where's that gone? Insert row above. Boom. Okay. HO. And we might do a deck contract. We're going to do Z23 contract. We'll do a buy. Market on open. Looks like it's open now at 2.40. 2.4052 entered. And 29th of June 2023 at 9:29 a.m. Stop loss needs to be gainfully employed at 2.28, and we'll do 1/3 there, and we'll do 1/3 at 2.3133. 2.28, target 2.70. Why I'm thinking December is because often is the cycle starts. We've got to think about winter. Let's go and have a look at the cycle. Just want to do a little bit more of this as a check on my own thinking. Good morning. Paul says I'm back. Have I missed something? I thought 9 a.m. was there. So, Paul, what I'm doing is, because I'm doing the extra webinars for the ASX on, and I'm doing a little bit of the commodities stuff, and I'm doing a little bit of the forex. I'm doing it as fast as possible, and I intend eventually to probably do it a little bit earlier. Normally, look at this. Normally peaking on normally peaking on the end of, normally up to end June. So what I'm trying to do is and it gives a flavour for you for what I'm thinking. So I'm doing the ASX quickly. Sorry, I'm doing both a little bit faster each time, so the ASX finishes a bit quickly as well. So you get a flavour for what I'm thinking. New line. You can take it or leave it, if as usual. Just 1 second. Something's in my ear. It's really annoying, a beeping thing. Hopefully it'll go away. New line. Natural gas. New line. Now that's gotten knocked. That's gotten knocked. Not quite off the double top, but it's also gotten hit on volume. Look at the rally. That's not so good. So generally these are weak, but I don't mind having a go on the basis of a potential inversion. New line. An inversion of being of the cycle. Now sometimes I feel that that's something we need to be a bit cautious about, trying to bet against that, but generally natural gas tends to go down into mid-July. So natty gas, if we were to take it, we'd think about mid-July. Okay, let's move on to next issue, which is new line. RBOB gasoline, and then we'll get out of the energy space. But the energy space is interesting. Look, tons of confusion on this. Could go up to $2.90, or $2.88, could go down to $2.41 or $2.35. New line. It's stuck in the middle between Bidenomics and the real world. New line. Gold, new line. Gold futures. We're hoping for 1907. We were hoping also for 1915, new line. And last night we had a low at 1911, which is dead set in the middle. And I think we'll probably, let's do some goldies. Let's have a look at the gold perspective and what the cycles are. And it's usually a wait and see till next week. So let's hold off a bit. Actually, let me get rid of this beeping noise. Look, I don't mind doing it. There's a bit of a doji and it's a little bit lower than where it opened, so they shocked themselves. Let's buy some gold. I think we just start the process a little bit earlier. Let's buy Moo 19.18.6 entered. Stop is it there. We'll do 1/3 and we'll leave 1/3 on the other orders, and we're doing it right now at 9:35 a.m. 29th of June. It's possibly because we might be doing a rollover that this is different. Let's look at the this will be the, it's not the June contract that will be rolling off. This is 1912. We can see here yeah, 1912.3. That's the June contract. Now there's a Z contract, which is what I'd prefer. Let's see if that's in discount. That's 19.56, and let's look at the September contract, which I think is the next one. There might be an August one. It probably says invalid. No, there we go. That's usually a bloody stupid Q. The July contract. There we go. 1918.5. So it's looking at, this would be either August or December would be 1956. Org. So we see Q23. So if we're doing basis org or 1956 question mark, and I'm going to question that mark that because basis deck, because the deck contract shows a last trade at that's weird. Gold futures. Okay, the gold futures on this one is here at 1918.1. Okay, but we're not getting a December one for that. Let's have a look at the December one for whether it's traded today. I just don't like Qs or the other. There's another contract I don't like. Yeah, that's okay. For that reason, yeah, it is trading 1956.6. It's a bit annoying when you look at it, but you could do August or December depending on your back preference. Okay, let's move on. New line. Silver, new line. Let's see if silver's been cracked. And it's a U contract, so it's a September contract, new line. Been hoping for 20.25 on the downside. There's some things about it that's nice, but there's other things that just aren't. Let's look at the silver cycles. Silver cycles are bottoming now, usually this week. So let's get into a bit of silver. And we'd need to be in the, can still be, yeah, this is in the 24.06. We have a bit of a difference here. And one of the differences is 24.06, it hasn't traded. Let's do, this contract is July. I want a U contract, so let's do silver U23, and it's saying here that's rubbish. Silver U23. Can't even put U in now, you got to put in the date. This is the September contract and it says 24.27, but then the data I'm looking at here says something else. I don't want to Definitely don't want a July contract because it's just too close. It says it's trading at 22.96. I think we'll go with that. 22.96, that's the data that this is working off. So let's go in for a nibble. We'll do 1/3. That's the 29th of the 6th, 23 at 9:42 a.m. or move, whatever comes first. We will leave the stop loss as is, and we will have a revenge trade entered and entered. Up after 30 June, up after 7 July. New line. Let's quickly go to wheat just to please Gary and get everybody else a little bit happier. Wheat, we were thinking about 6.43 for a pickup. We hedged, we got out, stopped out at 8.06. Now we can re-hedge around, we've done that on the options, and we're going to, we've got War and Peace going on here, but we're going to take profit, rebuy short at $6.80, and we have rebought short at $6 sorry, rebuy futures at short style at, sorry, this is gets a little bit complicated when you're trading around options. On stop at we're close to getting filled on there, but not quite. We're looking for $6.44, so that's where I would say pick up if you've done the gamma hedge. New line. Now copper was also something of interest, but we haven't got anything on there, so I'll just move. We'll have a quick look at copper and then we'll cycle over to where we need to be properly. Copper is still down in the dunny. We were hoping for down around here. Let's have a quick look at the copper cycles. Copper cycles are usually pretty well bottoming around now, so let's wade in at 371.25. We haven't got a mathematical, but I was what do we wait for this here? I'd say we wait for over here around about 365, so we'll just have a nibble at 365 and then we'll get out of everybody's hair who wants to see the rest of the markets. So I think copper's worth a nibble 1/6 if you can do that, and yeah, no errors. That was a big error, it's in the wrong place. Do buy, and nibbling point is 3.7125. And it'll be September, the U contract. Do it at 9:45 a.m. on the 29th of June 2023. Stop loss will be below 3.58, and we'll also nibble at 3.65. target to be aid, entered, potential, and nibble up after 24 June, I think it was. Okay, so that's it. Let's get out of here. We'll talk about wheat now. We've done wheat. We've done wheat. We've done wheat. We're gone. We're out of it. New line. New line. Welcome to the World Indices Speed webinar for the 29th of June 2023. Here's our short-term bear pause warnings, which weren't matched. We had an increase in short-term bull horns warnings. New line. Dow Jones Transportation Average, new line. We see that it's gone 1-to-1. We also see the Baltic Dry Index starting to peel off, which also went 1-to-1. So I would suspect it could come back down to 14,645 when they wake up. New line. Dow Jones Industrial Average, new line. We can see an inside day, it did a 38.2, so that still points down towards 33,351. New line, and Joe Biden confessed to selling state secrets. New line. Did it in front of a lot of leaders. They thought it was a joke, but he is talking the truth. New line. S&P 500 cash index, look for 44.02 on the top side. It has, if the 50% breaks, but at the moment I think 42.95. It's a bit confused in my opinion. New line, new line. E-mini S&P, new line. We can see this hasn't done a full retracement, but still look down to 43.29 on the downside. New line. E-mini S&P internals, new line. Up, down, turn it around. Basically it was met by some heavier selling than buying. This buying is kind of a short squeeze at the end of the day. So all in all, it ended not much different to where it closed the day before. Let's have a look at, but not a doji properly. So let's look at it. It's kind of a little bit of a, yeah, it is a doji day here. Yeah, so at the moment the 44.44 area would be the place to retrace to, and then look down towards 43.27 in my opinion. New line. Nasdaq, new line. Again, a bit of a retracement, so I would say look out if it breaks 14,794 on the downside. New line. Wearing lots and lots of details about Hunter Biden's corruption and how the big guy was sitting next to him when he was extorting money from Citic Energy executives, and then the family got lots of money, but that doesn't seem to shake markets, or nobody cares. It's like Bill Gates about his mate Jeffrey Epstein, and he says, well, he's dead. Nobody seems to care that these people are getting away basically with stealing office and hurting us physically, as that they proved during the pandemic. How long this will last, I don't know. And why is ABC promoting Taylor Swift? Seriously, is it because she's part of the satanic leaders and she's been given the nod because she's prepared to do whatever she does for them? I don't know. It's bizarre. It's bizarre how the ABC is so bad. Anyway, volatility index, the VIX, new line. Volatility index, the VIX, we can see a decline, but I think it's in the right space for getting funky. Low at 13.36, and we have gone long. We haven't been amply rewarded, but we've done a third. I think we should be doing a check on what volatility does at this time of year. in the volatility index. And we can see that it usually bottoms around the third week in July, so we're pushing poo up a hill with a feather being long, so I'll wait. We thought about taking some profit at 16.77 and it never quite got there. We wanted to take some profit at a higher level and it never quite got there either. 14.71, we never got there. So we took profit, market on open, and it said 15 fill. I don't know. Let's simply say that one was taken profit on the 15.44 and we've still got 13.86 running. Okay. Do we want to take any trades? I don't think so. New line. German DAX quickly, new line. German DAX looking for 16,154 on the top side. It's recovered a bit, but still not looking all that flash. New line. Italian MIB, new line. It was looking like it wanted to go for a bit of a run, and it's doing a bit flasher than Germany, new line. Shanghai A-shares index, new line. We can see it trying to rally, but it's looking dodgy. Let's look at Alibaba. That was one of the questions I had previously. Alibaba, I said look for 80 bucks on the downside, and it's still performing badly. I think it'll still get to $80, but you might want to try at $84 if you're into it, new line. And your stop loss needs to be below $80, sorry, below $79.30, new line. Hong Kong Hang Seng, new line. On the Hong Kong Hang Seng, it's kind of weak still, new line. Japanese Nikkei, new line. It's gotten stronger, looking probably for 33,212. This is still a corrective zone and needs to have a kiss and a cuddle back down at 31,000 area, new line. Australian Share Price Index Futures, SPI, new line. Look up towards 72.40, have a stop loss at 70.62. That would be cool, new line. New line. Australian Share Price Index Futures continues to be problematic. I must say this sharp decline needs to be met with some strength. Notice the futures, we're not getting any volume. I don't know why that is, but let's not worry too much about it. If we're going to get a little bit of a dip, and we can see an inside day yesterday, to 70.65 or overnight, 70.65 would be the right area to try and pick it up again, new line. Australian Share Price Index Futures, SPI internals, 70.73 to 70.84 would be also a good spot. I think you'll find we got a bit exuberant yesterday, stopped a few people out overnight, but not probably enough. You know, it may charge up to 72.21 today, but otherwise I think you'll find it correcting back down eventually, new line. Now we're going to get to the crux of the biscuit, so Paul, you can wake up now. Welcome to the ASX Speed webinar for, I better change the tape, just one second.